The presidential debate last night was the biggest load of bull that I have seen in a very, very, very long time. I think it's pretty damn obvious why Kamala Harris insisted upon having the debate on ABC. Because those motherfuckers were biased as f. And it wasn't enough for her to have the debate on a biased news channel with the assistance of two moderators. This unscrupulous heifer still had to find a way to cheat. Look at her earring. Look at that. Does it look familiar? Yeah, it's an audio earring. Here's another clip of it. So not only was it 3 against 1 on a biased channel, but she also had to have the assistance of an earpiece. So someone was telling her what the f to say. And for the record, the migrants, the Haitian migrants, are in fact eating the animals. So let's not pretend that Trump is saying some crazy ass shit. And for a party that claims to be so woke, the media is manipulating your ass and you're falling for it. When the migrants land on your front doorstep, don't complain. When groceries and rent get so high that you can't afford to shelter or feed your family, don't complain. Don't say this is what you wanted. You want to fight for a woman's right to choose, but you can't even define what the a woman is. At this point, everybody is pretty decided. I don't think there's many undecided voters out there. So let's take this thing to the polls. Because I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of pissed off Kamala supporters come November.
Hey, man, tell us how you really feel. They need to have her on the debate stage. They need to have her in the spin room afterwards.
Yes. We go into the system, right? As soon as this is over, so we can get the absolute truth. And just like I said, a black woman especially is going to give you the exact truth. And when she called her Camilla, because we do
that stuff on
purpose. I'm not going to disrespect you to now. I'm going to give you a different name than how you pronounce it. But she's right. So this is some bull crap in essence, from top to bottom. It was a whole, just a shell of a debate.
When it just makes sense, it's your red-pilled brown girl searching for the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl. When it just makes sense, it's your red-pilled brown girl. Get into the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl. It's your red-pilled brown girl. Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Crystal. It's your red-pilled brown girl coming at you. Another day. Oh my God, you guys. My heart gets so happy when I hear people call that girl Camilla. Y'all, that is her name. That is forever her name. Her name is Camilla. She want to be black, then that's what black folks do. They give you a different name. That's just, look, she should know that if she black. Anywho, y'all, I'm so excited about today's show. I am gonna take a minute to say a prayer for President Trump and his family. There supposedly was another assassination attempt. Well, the media doesn't want to call it that, but there was shots fired outside of a golf where he was golfing in West Palm Beach, and unfortunately, we have unfortunately we have a biased media that you can't get very much about it. Like, they're not really saying anything, and they're not really calling it an assassination attempt. But I am so glad and so happy that God has preserved his life, y'all. President Trump is what we got at this point. I mean, y'all, he is, I don't know somebody who's as brave as he is. I don't know what's going to happen if somebody is successful, but they are determined to unalive him because he's fighting for us. And I'm just so grateful. I can't imagine the courage, the strength that it must take to be him. But God, I'm so thankful. Since the beginning of time, I heard Jason Whitlock said that men have given up their lives to preserve society, to make things better off than what they were. It is only in this time where there's a great deal of cowardice. Like, people are just freaking cowards, and so for President Trump to stand up, I hope to God that it inspires more men to come out and say, hey, I'm not with this. I don't know, but that is my prayer. Speaking of him fighting, I wanted to do a recap, but I was really trying to just process this. And I think I watched the debate like twice already, because I really wanted to know exactly like my thoughts on it, because like it was a lot. It was a lot to watch. I had the privilege of watching it with Jason Whitaker and the Dear Woke Christian family last week, and it was amazing. And when we watched it live, y'all, some of the stuff I really was just super like, wow, like, I can't believe that she would just lie like that. I really don't, like, but as I start to see more and more come out, I really got a chance to like really process my thoughts. And I am so grateful that I get to talk about it with my good friend Mandy. Miss Mandy Reacts. She is going to jump on with us in a minute. I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell her a little bit about, tell you guys a little bit about her. And then we're just going to sit here and chat about some of the things. I love the opening that woman said. We're going to talk about that as well, you guys. Thank you so much for being with us, for chatting with us. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this stream. Remember to share it. Please, you guys, that's the way that we get the word out. We have 2 more months, basically, until we vote. And a little less than that, and we really need to rock this vote. Miss Mandy, you are up, girlfriend. Thank you so much. You're on mute.
I knew that. I totally knew that. I was just testing you. Hey, thanks for having me.
Go ahead. You can. I'm going to give you a minute to introduce yourself. I'm a big screen you.
Oh, ooh, I'm so sorry, everybody. No. Hi, I'm Miss Mandy Reacts. I have a small channel, but I really enjoy producing for channels. Just kind of help them find content and get the word out about their channels and help with monetization and things like that. So that's kind of what I do.
And and
what?
Y'all, and she talks politics.
Oh, yeah.
She does.
I just got into politics last year, but I watch politics pretty much 24/7.
Yeah, I know.
Politics is pretty much all I get into.
I know we watch this, and it's really hard. It's hard to be a conservative, y'all. It is so hard. It's hard to have the banner of truth. It really is hard to stand up to all the lies. It kind of reminds me, like we were warned about this in the Bible. Remember, like he said that the world hated me, so they're gonna hate you as well.
Absolutely. And they're trying to kill this man.
Yeah.
They are trying to take this man out. And
yeah,
it's, we were talking about it before we went live. It's very scary. He has to be thinking about his decisions right now if he's going to continue.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And they have to get rid of him because nobody is as brave as him. Like, I mean, what, like, who is going to stand up to these people that are trying to kill him? Like, you have to have a certain amount of courage, a certain amount of bravery to like deal with this. Most people just fold, right?
The truth scares people.
Wow.
I mean, am I not right? The
Yeah,
truth
yeah.
scares people. They like to live underneath their veil.
Yeah. And honestly, the truth, it offends people too.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to deal with the fact that you can't do just whatever you want to do without suffering
Can't.
without suffering consequences. You cannot you be who you want to be. I'm sorry. I know you have a maker, and your maker has inerrant laws that, what goes up must come down. If you decide that you are a girl and you want to be a boy, there's some pain that's gonna come along with that, and people don't. That's the part that people don't want to deal with.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah. And so, speaking of the truth, oh my God, y'all, this girl just lied like I have never seen the beat before in my life. I couldn't believe it. Mandy, I had to laugh because I said to my husband, I said, okay, now I know, like, she's really a liar. Like, she's not ditzy, and no, sis is a liar. What did you say?
and those earbuds, she has been outed for them things. Oh,
I know, with us conservatives, like, y'all, she might have had earpieces or what. I don't know what she had. What I do know she didn't have was the truth. That girl lied and it was just blatant lies. And nobody was talking about, like, some of the times, like, President Trump was trying to combat her lies, but I think he was trying to be gracious instead of him just saying, wow, you're really a liar. Like, I really want him to say, like, you're really a liar.
yeah, you're not wrong. I think they expected Trump to be the one to go off, and it was her.
Yeah. And well, she gave the whole black girl, the whole ghetto girl, and people were excited about it. I was not. I don't want to see my president looking like me. Like, I don't want to see my president like,
Yes.
excuse me, girl.
But she grew up in a middle class family.
Middle class, my behind. Sis grew up.
That story.
I know, and she like.
I know it
she
better
went to
than she
Howard
does at this point.
and the whole Howard University. Sis is ghetto, okay? Like, I didn't like it. I didn't like seeing my president like that. Like, I love watching Condoleezza Rice, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
ain't nobody got a more ghetto name than Condoleezza. Condoleezza. And it ain't Lisa, it's Lisa. Lezza. Condoleezza. But the way that she handles herself, and she looks poised and smart and firm and serious.
Mhm.
And she ain't got to do all of this and looking in the camera when she's talking about offing babies, like, I just felt like she manipulated the people. But the blacks were up in arms, Mandy. They were happy. They was happy with the Sister Girl performance. What do you say?
I don't see how or why. I think some people were going to be happy no matter what.
Yeah. I think they were excited because they
Were they
They don't
listening
know
to the words,
politics.
though?
They don't know politics. So it's easy to be excited because what she said, it was kind of like me when Barack Obama was going through the whole hope and change, and I'm listening to him. Mind you, I didn't have a really great understanding of politics, but it just sounded so good, and I was just so proud that he was just able to articulate stuff that was a lie. I didn't know it was a lie. I didn't know it was a lie, right?
Right.
And so
understand.
they're listening to her articulate, like, you know, she's saying it and it sounds great, but if you know politics and you know her and you know President Trump, you know that the lies was so bad, y'all. Oh my God. Like, and we're getting like the very first question out the gate. I was like, whoa, she's a liar. Y'all, let's take a look. Hold on. I'm going to try to get it together. Mandy, I tried, y'all, be patient with me because I tried to get the clips and I wasn't able to. So I'm going to see if I can, let me see.
I've got another Clips app you might want to try.
Yeah, I'm going to see. Let me see if I could.
When it was not their turn to speak, Trump attempting to win over suburban voters while painting Harris.
Sorry, y'all, that's not it.
What side they're on.
Huh?
I said, we know what side they're on already.
Oh, everybody, y'all. Like, it
was three against one.
It was totally 3 against 1. Let's talk about that, Mandy.
It was like they kept fact checking Trump. They didn't fact check her one time, not once.
And she needed to be fact checked, and I wanted them to at least like say, well, you know, that's been debunked, or you know, that's not true. I wanted them to say something like that. Y'all, if y'all notice, like, how come we can't find a debate on YouTube? I'm dead serious. Like, this is just annoying. Anyway,
it's on ABC.
Sorry.
Bouncy and firm. Really?
All right. Sorry, guys. Okay.
A political landscape.
But for every class. On top of that, we have
the economy. Because
here we go.
Audience here tonight in this hall at the National Constitution.
This very first
day goods that you rely on to get through the month. Economists have said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year.
Y'all, this is
because
the first
of
question.
his policies and his ideas
I'm sorry to
about
ask you to
what
pause
should
it,
be
but will you
the
pause
backs of.
Her answers are always not what she will do, but what he did.
Yeah, but not only that, like, y'all, that is the first question. So it said, are people better off than they were 4 years ago, right? And she never answers the question. Jason pointed that out when we were watching it. But the way that she just lied, like she said he's going to put a 20% sales tax on.
And
y'all know that.
Right.
Or 20, like, y'all, no income tax or something. It was like, and President Trump, y'all, this is very, very important. This is very important. This
Middle
is the
class
first
people
question.
paying for tax cuts for billionaires.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
Listen what he said.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that.
Lie.
She knows that. That's the first question, and that's what I didn't understand, why they kept like and nobody, so like the media is not really talking about the very first question. She knows that he doesn't really even believe in those types of like sales tax, income tax. He doesn't believe in big government spending. She just says, oh, he's gonna tax you guys into oblivion, even though we know that didn't happen.
Yep.
We lived through the Trump era.
Right.
The way that she was just allowed to lie, Mandy.
Yep, she just made something up off the cuff. Just her answers are always, let's make him look bad. I will look good if he looks bad.
Yeah. It's insane. Anyway, let's see if we can get this a little bit better. Okay. All right. Here we go, y'all.
We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because it was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do.
Yes!
Absolutely.
Y'all, The fact that the media is not talking about this, it actually bothers me, Mandy.
That's huge.
That is huge. And that was the very first thing that he said. That why didn't y'all take off the tariffs that y'all said was going to be so bad? That I put. You remember when he was running for office, he was like, I'm going to make China pay billions and billions of dollars. I'm going to make other countries pay us back. And I remember watching Thomas Sowell, and I love Thomas Sowell. Thomas Sowell said that would be a disaster for the economy. Thomas Sowell said that it's going to make goods and services higher, and the American people are going to have to pay it. Anyway, Thomas Sowell, because he's a man of integrity and honor, he came back 4 years later and said, I apologize. The man actually did a good job and did it right.
That's integrity. Yeah.
That's integrity. And so what I want to say to ABC and all these other news channels, why didn't they point out the fact that y'all undid everything that President Trump did? Y'all undid it. Y'all undid the pipeline. Y'all undid the border wall. Y'all ain't undid them tariffs. What'd you say? You're on mute.
Sorry. No, you're right. They didn't undo it. Another lie.
I was like, that is so important, Mandy. Like, y'all ain't undo them tariffs. Anywho, okay.
Among other things.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Do you have anything that you want to say about that?
No. I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself.
Exactly. All right. Okay.
She didn't know.
President, I do want to drill down on something you both brought up. The vice president brought up your tariffs. You responded, and let's drill down on this because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for tariffs, as you pointed out here, on foreign imports across the board. You recently said that you might double your plan, imposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that level, costs are then passed on to the consumer. Vice President Harris has argued it'll mean higher prices on gas, food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have and who's going to have higher prices is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But those tariffs are there 3.5 years now under their administration.
Yep.
Wow.
Love it.
What, Mandy, okay, I guess my question to you, why aren't people talking about that?
Again, it's just because it makes them look bad. It makes them look bad because it's something that they either were too lazy and failed to do, or they were using that money for something nefarious, something that they weren't supposed to be using it for.
Yeah, well, they're using it for government waste. And that's what President Trump was saying. He was like, a lot of, and that's why he was going to get rid of all those people. I mean, people don't like the fact that he was going to fire 55,000 government employees. I mean, they really needed to go because the government was just wasting. All right, there's another part in here. Okay, so we'll stay off. We'll get off of tariffs for right now, even though I think that it's very, very important. The reason why I think it's hold on, sorry, Mandy, I'll put you at the top. The reason why I think that that's important, you guys, because it kind of set the tone for me in the debate. When I saw that, and I saw that she was willing to just lie. She was willing to just say he's going to do 20%. He's going to bankrupt the economy, knowing good and well that that's not what happened. I was like, oh, she's a liar.
With the first question. If she's going to lie right off the gate with the first question, you knew the rest of this night she's going to lie.
Exactly. Okay, speaking of lies, you guys. Let's talk about this. I was reading.
Bans, which make it criminal for a doctor or nurse to provide health care. In one state, it provides prison for life. Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body next. That is immoral. And one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country.
Okay. Abortions.
Okay, that gets me on my heels just a little bit because it ain't just your body.
The Trump abortion bans do not make any concessions for rape and incest.
It doesn't. Nope, that's a lie. That's
she just lied. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, and the moderators didn't say, oh, well, he said several times that he makes, concessions for rape and incest. He had to literally just defend himself. But she was just allowed to say, Trump abortion bans, if you get raped or you get incest. No, that's the Crystal abortion ban, you guys. Y'all know I don't make any concessions for rape and incest. I'm the Project 2025 girl.
You're a mess. The number one sentence that I hate when someone's talking about abortion, and I hope I'm not out of pocket here, is
yeah.
About my body, a woman's body. It's not just your body. It's not just yours. There's a little person there.
Yeah.
Stop saying my body, woman's body. Stop saying that.
Yeah, I agree. And honest to God, you're right. It was your body until you made a decision and made the decision to make another little body.
Exactly.
And with that being said, like, we have got to figure out as a country how to, I don't know, like we do a lot of like, oh, they were saying it, like, you can implant the fetus. So like, I don't know, instead of killing the baby, like, maybe we remove the baby from the uterus and put it into somebody else's uterus.
That would be awesome.
No, they yes.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, do that.
But they're not talking about those types of things. They're just talking about unaliving a human being. My husband and I, we were sitting up there even talking about the 6 week abortion like limit.
I'm
like,
sorry.
have you ever seen
this topic gets me in my feels? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Mandy, you've seen a 6-week-old like fetus, have you not, in the pictures?
Yeah.
Y'all, it's a baby.
There's a video called Scream that you should look up sometime. And
oh my God.
And it's about a 6-week-old baby, and it shows like the abortion process, and it shows it scream.
Oh my God. It's a baby. At 6 weeks, it's a baby. Like, that thing is got eyes, it got ears, it got a mouth. It's a baby.
It is.
And so instead of us talking about like the body that you created when you did the do, and like possibly, incentivizing paying women to carry those children, or giving it to families who cannot, carry, or something, like, instead of us talking about ideas to grow the population, or, incentivize people for growing the population, you're just talking about abortions. Like, oh, a 12-year-old that's been raped by her dad. How many 12-year-olds out there get raped by their dad?
Well, and nobody's saying anything that graphic. No, nobody's going there. I mean, that is not what he's ever said. He has never said that.
Yeah, and I mean, like they're making the exception the rule, and the way that she just was allowed to just say it, she was like, His abortion ban has no exceptions. He's gonna get rid of IVF.
Which he's not. In fact, the exact opposite. He wants insurance
Exactly.
to pay for IVF. And I have one biological child, and I tried for years to have another child, and found out that because of scar tissue and stuff, I wasn't able to, even through IVF. And then I see people like lining up at an abortion clinic to get in, lining up. And it just broke my heart.
Wow.
And it's, adoption, consider things like that.
Yeah. But consider like not having unprotected sex. Consider
call it crazy.
Exactly. Consider caring for the greater good for someone else. Like consider bringing more life. Like if you are a person who has good pregnancies, consider being surrogates. Consider all of those things.
Absolutely.
But y'all are just lining up to abort your baby. It's just weird. I'm sorry. Like we are a failing nation when we start like lining up to abort our kids.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the next that's not even common. That's not even a Kamala lie. That's like that. Sorry, guys. And then did y'all see? Sorry. And then did y'all see when he said, her policy will have, sorry, going back to abortion, y'all. Her policy will have you being able to abort your kid in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month. I love the way he talks, y'all. I love the way he talks. But they didn't make her answer. She was like, that's a lie. No, it's not, y'all.
No, it's not.
It's not. And they said they didn't fact check her, but they were literally saying that if a baby is being aborted in the 9th month, it is between a woman and her doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have, ever since the debate, I have checked it and rechecked it. There are 3 states where you can literally have an abortion when you are having labor pains.
Wow.
And I'm not going to name them, but there are, just because, I don't want to make anybody in the chat upset, but there are, and it has to be signed off by 2 physicians, but it shouldn't be the case at all. And they sedate the baby apparently and make it comfortable. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
It's crazy. Oh gosh, you guys. All right, come on. Let's keep going. Like sis is a liar, y'all. I'm sorry.
But to say that's not a thing,
like
when it definitely is, and people have been.
We didn't talk about this, but Mandy, you brought it up, and I think I knew this, but I didn't care. Who was one of the commentators, moderators. She's a Divine Eye. They share the same sorority.
That made me so mad. That made me so mad. They're sorority sisters.
Yeah. And what makes it so bad is kind of like the whole Judge Juan Merchan. Like when you know that you have interest in something, you just recuse yourself. Like if you know that that's your sorority sister, y'all AKAs together, the pink and green together. Say, you know what? I don't even want to seem like I'm being biased. I don't want to seem unjust. I care too much about this process to make sure that you have the best the best chance of being looked at as a honest person. So I'll recuse myself. She didn't.
Can I just be honest right here? If it were my sorority sister, I would have gave her the questions. I would have.
You would have?
I would have, yeah, bro. But I
Wow.
would have
I would
recused
not.
myself. I would have recused myself.
I would
I would have
not.
recused myself. But if they like insisted
Yeah.
that I stay on, I would have been like, girl, if I give you these questions, you gonna hit me up on a job or something when you become president? No. Like, that's why
Yeah.
you recuse yourself
And
from
I
something
and
like that. Like, if someone had worked for Trump, let's say the guy
exactly.
had worked for Trump or worked in Trump Towers or something like that, or Trump
Mhm.
Enterprises, he
Mhm.
should have recused himself. It's the same thing. It's no different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
What's that girl name? Lindsay Davis. Yeah.
yeah,
Like I feel like the fact that she didn't recuse herself like showed dishonesty on her part. I think it made the sorority look really bad because honestly, if somebody should have pulled her to the side and said, "Yo, girl, if I were you, I wouldn't do it. Girlfriend, don't even do that. Like it's gonna look really they're gonna say something, even if you do a good job, they're gonna say that you were leaning toward Kamala because of the sorority, so don't." And the fact that these people are just dishonest, it really bothers me.
yeah. And do we know if they went the same years or if they overlapped at all? Do we know?
Girl, it don't even matter. Like the minute that you say
True.
that you're in that circle, they tried to get Michelle Obama, I heard, to pledge AKA, but she didn't. But once you say you're in that circle, it's just immediate connection. Like they have that connection, and because of that, I think that she should have recused herself. Like
Absolutely.
y'all white folks, I'm sorry, I'm talking to y'all white folks. Y'all can let these black folks run over y'all if y'all want to. I'm telling you, these are the types of things that makes black folks look dishonest. I'm serious, Mandy. You don't have to say anything. I'll say it. These are the types of things that makes black folks look dishonest. And what they'll say is, "Oh, well, white folks have been doing it for the longest and they've been looking out for their people for the longest and we need to look out for our people." Like whether white folks were doing it back in the day or doing it before the social media time, like it's too much knowledge and too much information out there now to do this kind of stuff. It looks really bad.
It
What say
does look
you?
bad. It does look bad. It looks really bad. And it looks bad on the school too.
Yeah.
'Cause
It looks bad on the sorority. Yeah.
because that's what I think now about all of them that go to
Yeah.
that sorority or in that sorority.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, but to me, I just feel like, like unfortunately, I'm seeing this, like we're just white folks are just getting railroaded and just like letting people do whatever they want to because at one point in time, they were enslaved. Okay, you're not enslaved now. You're free. We're all made in the image of God.
Right.
And you can't just be doing this kind of stuff.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
So
But yeah, that bothered me so bad when I found that out. And I immediately checked it and it was true.
it was true.
Yeah.
It was true. Okay. Let's keep going. Here we go.
Values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss every one of at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States. And in fact, I was the tie-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which opened new leases for fracking. My position is that we have got to invest in diverse sources of energy so we reduce our reliance on foreign oil. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot over-rely on foreign oil.
She a liar, y'all.
What's that mean? Why you always lying? Why you always lying?
Y'all.
Stop lying.
You
God.
cannot.
There's another
Camilla.
clip. Have you seen the other? There's another clip that shown back to back where she goes, "I am absolutely against fracking,
Yes.
especially in communities. I will sign a bill against fracking." It's like,
So
What?
my issue is you cannot be in support of the Green New Deal, which she is,
Yeah.
and support fracking. So she knows that. Y'all don't know that because y'all don't watch politics. Well, if you watch me, you know. But the majority of people don't even know what fracking is. Okay? Fracking is a way that they get energy through coal, right?
Right.
She's talking about reducing our dependence on foreign oil. The operative word is foreign oil. So you guys might hear Trump say drill baby drill, drill baby drill. That is basically saying use the oil that we have here in order to create energy. Y'all, the need for energy is only going to go up. I'm sorry. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody who is willing to start using fans in the window anymore. Y'all like y'all good AC. You like your you know, I don't know, the cars use AC. Like our modern way of life depends on energy.
Absolutely.
And so anybody who is promising to reduce the need for energy is lying to you. She's on a jet. She takes a jet everywhere. What say you, Mandy?
Yeah, she's not reducing her use of energy.
No, not at all.
You're right. Nobody else is going to either. It's just going to go up. Like the cars are becoming electric now. So, I mean, the need for energy is just growing. And the need for fossil fuels is just going to go up. So that's the whole point in the drill baby drill, is for oils, fossil fuels, things like that. So.
And they don't like that President Trump tells the truth. He's not trying to reduce anybody's need for energy. Energy is good. Like that is our modern way of life. If you want to be without energy, then there's plenty of places that you can go.
Go off the grid. Let us know how it goes. Write a letter.
Go to Africa. Go to some places in China. Go to those places. They can tell you, and they'd gladly switch places with you.
Oh, yeah.
Gladly.
And he put up all those wind turbines when he was in office to increase energy production.
Yeah, but they don't work as efficiently as fossil fuels,
right?
As oil, as I mean, like, and so she's sitting there talking about reducing reducing your carbon footprint, as she takes a jet everywhere, y'all. Like that's what people don't understand, or what I don't understand sometimes is that y'all are not listening to these people tell you that you need to ride a bike. You need to take the bus. You need to reduce your carbon footprint. And they have jets going everywhere. President Trump is at least saying, hey, no, we like our modern way of life. I enjoy my jet. You should get a jet too. like he's like, let's just find ways to fuel it. Like, let's find more ways. And when President Trump was in office, we became a net exporter of oil. So we were getting ready to reduce our need for foreign oil, as Sis says. And we were selling our oil,
right,
to make money. That is what God gave it to us for. And for anybody who is saying that, oh, we don't need to use the oil. Well, if we get taken over, trust and believe the next government is going to use the oil. Whether your government decide to use it for you, or if China comes and takes us over, God forbid, or if we lose a war with Russia, that oil is going to get used. It's going to get used. It better be used by us.
I was just going to say, let's use it. Let's not let anyone else get it.
Exactly. So anyway, another Kamala lie. Camilla.
I've been calling her Camilla since I've heard you doing it.
Camilla is a liar, y'all. Camilla is a liar. Okay, sorry. All right, hold on. Oh, here we go. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on.
Oh, you're good.
attacking the foundations of our democracy because you don't like the outcome. And be clear on that point. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking. Let's turn the page on this. Let's not go back. Let's chart a course for the future and not go backwards to the past.
Let me just follow up here.
It was a different term, and it was a term that related to energy because they have destroyed our energy business. That was where bloodbath was. Also, on Charlottesville, that story has been, as you would say, debunked. Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Jesse, all of these people, they covered it. If they go an extra second.
All right. So that y'all, that's when I'm telling you, that's when I knew she was I said, oh, she's a liar. She came to lie. And I'm concerned for her. I really am. Because honestly, I don't know how you like go home and sleep at night. What do you think, Mandy?
I think that she is doing anything she possibly can to get this over. Anything she can. And she doesn't care.
Yeah.
She
brought up the Proud Boys.
And she's using his answers for different questions, which makes no sense at all. Oh, well, he said there would be a bloodbath. That's not the question. That was the answer for a different question, Camilla.
Yeah. And she said, he said, she literally lied because she knows it. Because, I mean, anybody who's in her camp knows that it's a lie. He was talking about China building the cars over in Mexico and how they were going to try to sell the cars to the Americans but take away the jobs. And he said, President Xi, if you're listening, if you try to build those cars in Mexico and sell them to the American people, I'm going to put a 100% tax. I'm going to make it so expensive that the American people are not going to buy your cars. And he said, if I get elected. If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath when it comes to the car manufacturing industry. Like, you guys are done, okay? Because they're going to basically give all of the jobs to Mexicans in Mexico.
So she took a little part of that sentence and said, oh, well, he said it would be a bloodbath if he wasn't elected. He was talking about the economy.
And she knew that. She knew that. She's just a lot. Like, y'all, I'm sorry. Sis is a liar. I know y'all like her. Because she's supposed to be black and Indian. But Camilla is a liar. And
it depends on what day it is,
I know. And anybody, oh yeah, Mandy's offended because Mandy, you Indian.
I'm Native American. It does offend me.
I know. It don't offend me because I'm not black or Indian.
Oh yeah, you denounce your blackness.
Yep. So not offended. She can Rachel Dolezal all if she want to. Why can't Rachel Dolezal be black if Camilla can be black?
I don't know who that is.
You know Rachel Dolezal, the girl who acted like she was black and she worked for the NAACP.
Oh yeah, she was like a senator or a mayor or something, wasn't she?
She was
get out, wasn't she?
She was the leader of the NAACP.
That's
where
right.
She worked.
That's right. Yes, I remember her. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Shout out to Rachel Dolezal. Oh, she changed her name. Oh my God. She changed. Oh yeah, she did. She had to, because the blacks got all upset. I don't know why y'all got upset with her and didn't get upset with Kamala. Her name now is Nkechi Amari Diallo.
What? She probably moved to Alaska and moved into like a little Eskimo village.
Nkechi Amari Diallo. Now, I like y'all. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to, and I will go on record saying I kind of think she's interesting, Rachel Dolezal. Okay, let's stop politics for a while. Because she actually says why she did it. So when her mom and dad used to adopt kids, and they adopt black kids. And so she kind of got immersed in the culture, trying to teach her little brothers and sisters about like black culture. Yeah. And I'm serious. No. Listen, Mandy, this is good. This is good. So she would braid their hair and stuff like that. So she really took care of her like adopted they love her. Like, that's what I'm saying. They love her. And she really treated them well. But she started liking the culture and loving the culture and, like braiding. And like, she's really interesting. She braids hair. She paints. She's a really artsy, like, type person. So I get it. I get her.
Does not a black person make, though. I grew up in an all black neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
All black neighborhood. So I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
All of my friends were black. I did the same thing. I braided hair. I did all the same things. I'm not black.
I know. If she just didn't lie.
And she ran the NAACP.
She did, and she ran it well too. Nkechi Amari Diallo, shout out, sis. She probably did it better than some of the black folks. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just the truth. It's just white people are better organizers. Y'all built all of these societies, and then y'all just let all these black people come and just collapse them. Whatever.
If I remember correctly, she did a good job, though, didn't she?
That's what I said. She did a good job. Man, don't be no hater. White folks are good organizers. That's just the truth. They build all these incredible societies. We hear about the blacks, building they were the kings and queens. We ain't seen it yet. Hey, allegedly. Allegedly, we were kings and queens and still waiting. Mandy, I'm sorry. I gotta tell the truth on here. Okay. So hold on. All right, here we go. She was never made to answer about her positions on Israel. She was never made to answer that.
There were several questions she didn't answer. I really, really didn't like her answer on why they pulled out of the war the way they did.
Exactly. Like, she was
all of our stuff over there so they could arm themselves up against us.
Yeah, that was my favorite line when President Trump said, like, they don't like me. People in my campaign, or like people in my camp, didn't like me because I fired people. Y'all didn't fire anybody for that debacle. Like, I love that he said that, and it was so true.
Yeah.
Somebody should have been fired.
A lot of people should have been fired for that. You literally left billions of dollars worth
of equipment,
tanks and guns and just armor, so they can build up an army against us. I mean, that's a big deal. That's horrible.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't understand how, like, Kamala supporters are like how are they rationalizing this?
Because they want a woman president, a black president, a younger president. So they will tell themselves whatever they got to tell themselves to make it work, to make it happen in their mind.
They will sell their children's future down the toilet.
And another thing is the child tax credit.
Jason always says it. Jason, shout out to dear woke Christian Jason Whitaker. Child tax credit.
Yes. And I'm sorry that I'm skipping around.
No, go ahead.
But the child tax credit, this is not helping you.
No.
This is hindering you. This is holding you slave to the government, handing you money and handing you food stamps is not helping you.
Yeah, but first of all, the child tax credit was already there. Like, it's been there since the beginning of time. You incentivize for having children, right?
Right.
So and I mean, that helps middle class families.
Sure it does.
However, how are you going to pay for more tax credits? Like, how are you going to pay for it, sis, when the government just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger? We just like listen to her say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to give opportunity economy." What is an opportunity economy? What is it? Nobody asked her, what does an opportunity economy look like, and how are you going to pay for it, sis?
Yeah, where's that money coming from?
Yeah.
And the $25,000 to buy a house. Have you seen her breakdown on that?
No, and
you have to pay that money back.
Oh yeah. I believe it. But what y'all don't understand.
Like, where's that $25,000 coming from?
They did it already. You remember Bill Clinton did it. You remember the DREAM Act where everybody should buy a house, and y'all seen what happened to the housing? It crashed the economy.
Yeah, it was
Why?
awful.
Why? Because you are trying to shove home ownership down the throats of people who don't qualify.
Right. And then they can't afford them. But a couple of years, and then they end up with foreclosures.
Yes. The dream of home ownership is just that, a dream. You have to achieve it. The government cannot make that happen for you. You have to save up your money. You have to adjust your lifestyle. You have to, calculate your living expenses, and then you achieve that dream. The government is not God, and they're trying to play God. And every single time that they try to play God, we end up in a mess.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that money has to be taken and accounted for. It's not just printed.
Yes.
And I think she's not rationalizing that.
She doesn't care. She knows that they're going to believe it. She knows y'all are going to believe it. She knows y'all are just going to accept it because the government tells you, "Oh, we're going to give you something." Well, let me give you a little tip. The government only makes money off of taxes. The government is not selling trinkets. They don't sell little jewelry pieces. They're not selling makeup or hair products. Yes. They make money off of taxes. Unless you have a President Trump who is trying to make money off of other countries, off of goods and services, off of resources and oil, and not trying to tax you until oblivion.
Yep. And let me tell you something else. That $25,000 tax credit you're going to get on that house, it's $100,000 house that you're going to end up paying $250,000 for, because the housing market is going to increase so much. The prices, I know that sentence made no sense, but the prices are going to go up so much because the taxes on the houses are going to go up so much.
Well, yeah, and supply and demand.
Right, exactly.
So the law of economics. So the more that the demand for
something. I took that class in 8th grade. I mean,
I know.
She didn't. She was getting ready for her sorority class, but I took it.
Well, yeah, no, I actually have a degree in economics, and so
wow.
a lot of it. Yeah, if you guys, I don't like saying I have a degree. It's just so corny now. Like, it's just so corny. I'm almost embarrassed.
I know. I'm saying that.
I know. I hate saying
you worked to achieve. You should be proud of that.
Didn't work that hard, but I went to HBCU. Anyway, it's the truth. It's the truth, Mandy. I'm sorry. We're gonna have some truth, but I say that to say
I got mine online, so at least you went to.
Well, if we like supply and demand, it's very simple economics. Like, if you make it so everybody can buy, like Mandy said, that $100,000 house, then that $100,000 house is now going to be worth $250, because the person who owns the house, because all of y'all want that house, is going to continue to increase and increase and increase and increase. And that's what happened unfortunately, when they made it so everybody can buy a house, and they lowered the standards for underwriting, and banks, just kind of bought all of these. Banks just kind of offered all of these no documentation, we call them no doc loans, and everybody was getting a house. It just killed the market, y'all. And that's
Those
not
bud
what we want.
homes and those first time home buyer homes.
Yeah. And so what she's saying, y'all, we tried already. And she keeps saying we're not going back, like she's going forward. She's not. She's not saying anything different. She's not saying anything good. That's why I said, like, for me, I heard hope and change the first time, and I was like, oh my God. Now y'all not gonna trick me with this joy stuff. Like, y'all not. Like Jason said, y'all had me hoping I could get some change. Like, you remember that? Jason said, y'all had me hoping I could get some change. Like, and it's the truth.
Yeah.
Y'all, like, but when she started saying, and we don't have to stay on very, very much longer, Mandy, because I think we've kind of beat a dead horse. But like, when she just started saying about, the good people on both sides, and the Central Park Five, and the bloodbath, like, I was like, this chick is willing to lie. And you don't want anybody that's willing to sell their soul for the presidency.
Yeah,
like,
you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. She don't want to get a job. she
job.
She wants it handed to her.
I know.
And I didn't want to say that, but it's kind of true.
She's been
because she was not nominated for this position, and that bothers me too.
Yeah.
She was handed this nomination.
Yeah, and
she didn't run for it.
The fact that it doesn't bother her supporters is just weird for me. It's really weird. And then they talk about, like, President Trump being a threat to democracy. Like, they literally took away your ability to vote for the person that you wanted. What they should have done was primary her. She should have been primaried.
Exactly, but she wasn't. She was just handed this position. Yeah. And that's the first time in history that that's happened. And it shouldn't be. That should be against the law, I think.
Well, and Black people should be offended. Like, I mean, if you're a Black person, would you like the legacy of a Black woman being the first president, somebody that nobody even voted for in the primaries? Like, y'all just setting it up, like, for her to be a DEI president. I mean, like, and like I said in my other video, you guys go check it out. Like, some things just don't need to be DEI. Some things we don't need to be DEI.
Yep. DEI equals DIE.
Yes, it does. So, I mean, I'm thankful that, like, President Trump was able to. Oh, and then one more thing, the migrants eating animals. They kind of made it so they're eating the cats, eating the dogs.
I understand that was dramatic, but it was proven to be true too.
I was talking to somebody very close to me. I don't like to put them out there because they'll get mad. I said, we grew up in New York around a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures. Everybody knows that in Haiti, they will eat anything. They will, because they're hungry. It's a poor neighborhood. I mean, it's like I said, neighborhood. It's a poor country. It's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Like, they are really poor. And so the fact of them eating animals or eating other things, I mean, like, we used to make jokes. Chinese people used to do that. Like, oh, y'all, that's cats and that's dogs. And like, I mean, just because we don't do it here, it sounds so foreign. But I'm sorry, but Haitians, they will. I believe that they go in the park just snapping the duck's head off. Like, these, unfortunately, are barbaric, like, cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dog eat dog. I mean, like, it is very. And I think American people, because we're so blessed to live in this country, we've been insulated from that. Like, like, we just, we can't imagine that other people share shoes, eat dirt cookies. That's a fact.
That's a thing. Oh, that's definitely a thing. People make them and go sell them even.
Yes.
That is a thing.
That is a fact, that they make cookies because they're so hungry and they don't have resources. They think they don't have resources. I believe that God has endowed everyone with resources, but these people don't know the truth. They do a lot of voodoo. And unfortunately, the Bible, if you believe the Bible, it tells you what's going to happen to people that do that kind of stuff, and they are living proof. Famine in the land, like they're eating dirt cookies because they said they're so hungry, and it just keeps the belly full, even though it messes up their teeth and they're malnourished and all kinds of things.
Yeah, it messes up their digestive system really bad.
Yes. So somebody who's eating a dirt cookie, what makes you think that they will not eat or cook a cat or a dog? Seriously.
Yeah.
A dirt cookie? A cookie from dirt.
I'm good. Thank you.
And they sell them too. So unfortunately, Haiti hasn't discovered the truth about God's word. Sad thing is, other countries have. So France and all of them have come and sucked up the resources out of the Haitian land, and the people of Haiti have been left to starve to death. I don't know the history of it, but somebody was kind of telling me. Someone was kind of telling me, so I'm not going to get into that. But what I will tell you is that we are acting like President Trump was lying. He didn't say a single lie on that stage, because he's 77. What he got to lie about to y'all? He's a billionaire. I'm sorry.
And he's already proved himself to us.
He's already proved himself. He's a billionaire.
Yeah, he does not have to do this. He
don't have to do that.
With his feet propped up and enjoy his time with his grandkids, sit by a pool with a drink in his hand. He doesn't have to do this. He does this because he loves the country. And he wants to see it better.
He said something on X, you guys, that literally jerked my heart, y'all. And I'll post it when I do a clip, but it's really, really important what he said. He said, if I don't win, I'm going to feel sorry for everybody. I'm going to feel so bad for everybody.
Wow.
He said.
That's strong.
But what he said was, I'm good. I feel bad for y'all. I mean, really, I'm going to feel bad for everybody. He was like, he's like, it's just, if I don't win, I'm just going to feel so bad for everybody.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire. He doesn't have to do this. He does not need this job.
Right.
So anywho, like, I don't know why we are cutting off our nose to spite our face. We don't like President Trump. He's mean. He's a bully. We don't know mean yet. We do not know mean yet, Mandy. We don't know mean.
People, will y'all do me a favor though? Will y'all stop shooting at the man?
Yeah.
Can y'all keep your guns away from him? Please.
They gotta unalive him. They got to, Mandy. They got to. Because people like me are gonna vote for him if he goes to prison.
Yep. Same.
I mean, if there's nothing that's gonna make me not vote for him.
Yeah. How bad is his running partner if you're gonna vote for somebody that's in prison against him?
They could say he's in prison. He can say the N-word to oblivion. They can catch this man on tape saying nigga, 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 nigga. And I'm still voting for him. I'm voting for the man who made my life better. Period. What they say about Jesus? Jesus called that woman a dog. She said, well, even the dogs eat from the master's table. That woman was unbothered by what Jesus had to say because she wanted what he had. I'm unbothered about what y'all say about President Trump. Y'all can catch him saying nigga. He can go to jail. He could say,
I want you monetized one day. Can you stop saying it?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I can't say that.
YouTube does not like that word.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, but it's okay if I do it in a rap song.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll rap it. I could catch him saying nigga, nigga. I'll rap it because that's what y'all like.
YouTube is a weird, strange little place. I'm telling you.
All I'm saying is I'm voting for him. There's nothing that's gonna make me not vote for him, y'all. Nothing. So y'all done tried to say that he's not a Christian. Okay. Y'all done tried to say he's a racist. Okay. Y'all done tried to unalive him. It didn't work. Even God wants him alive. So because of that, I'm voting for him. So anyway.
Well, thanks for having me, Crystal.
No, thank you so much for coming on, Mandy. Do you have any closing words, closing thoughts, besides the fact that Kamala is a lie?
She is a lie. I want to say that Black people did much better under his campaign. If you look up Blacks for Trump, it's a real big movement, and that just stop taking shots at the man.
Yeah, for sure.
And listen to his campaign speeches. And don't you wonder why her campaigns are not televised, but his are, and she speaks for 10 minutes and he talks for 2 hours. Just another thought.
Yeah, for sure. Camilla, y'all, is a liar. She really is. Like, she started off the debate lying, ended debate with a lie. And anybody who's just willing to just like lie to you, like right in your face, and then it's verifiable lies. Like back in, we didn't have social media as big as it is now when Barack Hussein Obama was doing Hope and Change. We wasn't, we weren't as much into the online stuff, but these are verifiable lies that she is saying. And y'all, for you guys to turn a blind eye and not even listen. And I hear a lot of people say, well, so what? He lies all the time. Okay, show us the lies. Show us the lies. Build a YouTube channel, show where he lied. And I'll believe it.
Where's the clips? Let's see.
Yeah. So for you guys to just, ignore it is just really disheartening, and your kids will pay the price. Your children will suffer. Your children will suffer. Your children will suffer. I posted something today, Mandy, and I'll leave you guys with this, where there's a book out there called the book is called The Sex Guidebook, and it shows the welcome to sex, and it shows all the things that children could do to pleasure themselves and other children. Like, yeah, this is the world that we're in, you guys. This is the world that we're in. And you need a strong man. You need somebody who stands up to what is going to happen. But as President Trump says, like, if he doesn't win, I'm just going to feel sorry for everybody. I really am. The children, the people, the jobs, everything. So
I know my son's just 21 and just got married. He's been married less than a year. I want him to have a good, strong president to look up to, someone that's going to handle this country well.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous. It really does.
Yeah.
It shakes me.
Yeah. I went past the nervousness because in the Bible, it talks about there rose a generation that knew not the Lord, and what happened with that. So I just kind of know where this ends. And I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, God, like, I know where this is going. I hope it doesn't go that way. But at this point, like, there's not much that we can do if people have decided to hate truth, know?
We just have to lay it at his feet and kind of walk away.
Amen. Amen. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that y'all choose to watch this. I'm so grateful that you guys choose to listen to the Red Pill to Brown Girl, you guys, please like, share, subscribe. You guys, I really am trying to get the word out, especially we only have, a few more days to the election. But even after the election, this is going to be some hard work that we do with the American people and getting them to like and love themselves and be proud of themselves and their country again. And so this is not going to stop after the election. So, okay. All right. Thank you, Mandy. You guys go follow Miss Mandy Reacts. She put her link in the chat, and you guys make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I will talk to you soon. Peace.
When it just makes sense, it's your red-pilled brown girl searching for the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl. When it just makes sense, it's your red-pilled brown girl. Get into the truth.